Hi everybody, it's Kathy from HuckleberryHerbs and Art. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel. On this channel I do crafting and gardening and focus a lot on paper crafts with Heartfelt Creations, sometimes Graphic 45. I have a little store. You can visit HuckleberryHerbs.com and some of the items that you see in the videos will be there. So if you really like the Sea Breeze collection, it's probably because maybe you went to the beach this summer and you have a whole bunch of photographs you want to put into albums. Maybe you love the gorgeous colors. They did a really good job at picking some sweet images and very nice seaside type sunset or early morning images and colors. I just love the little birds, and yes, I'm going to show you the stamps and dies and the beautiful combinations that they have used to create the colors. And of course this reminds me of my trips to Maine with the rocky shore, and the lighthouses, and beautiful color combinations. Just pops with that blue and matches in with the water. There's a different lighthouse on the rocky shores with some cute little fencing, and this is adorable, and they do have the stamp for this, so you can frame with the rope, and then they have the anchor and the life preserver. This is what I'm speaking of, though. They did a beautiful job at creating color combinations, as usual, not flat. And there is a ghost map, a global map, hiding in most of the pictures. They don't disturb the colors and the sponge sort of look that they have created the different colored skies with. But you can still see it if you're looking for it. If you really appreciate papers and stuff, you're going to appreciate how they did this. So here are some more of the card fronts with, again, adorable scenes, just what you'd expect to see for seaside images. And these are the cards that you can just pop onto your card and mat with, and put into your mini albums for tags, or make a sweet little thank you card for letting us stay at the summer cottage this year, or little touches for all kinds of occasions. And again, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And clouds. We're going to talk about clouds in the stamps and dies too, because they did add something very interesting. This lovely scene with the little boat and the fencing definitely reminds me of Cape Cod. Being a New Englander all my life, I'm feeling quite at home. And look at how lovely. See, you can sort of see the ghosting of the map. How lovely they did this job at creating these oranges and deeper tones. And then the clouds look gorgeous, don't they? And as you come down, you can see the sun doing just what it would do on the ocean as it came up or went down, depending on what side of the country you're on. Put that light right across the water. Pretty sailboat. Just beautifully done. Here are some more individual small card fronts, and of course the edges have lots of sentiments so that you can use those as well in adding your sentiments to your cards if you don't have time. You can cut these little things off to put frames and edges in your mini albums, or if you're going to use a full-size photo album, these are 12 by 12 papers, 24, 2 of each. Look at these guys all lined up on the shore. You know, that actually wouldn't be that odd to see them doing such a thing on any given occasion. And you can see here ancient compass images in the background. Here are some beautiful tags, and you can really see all the different colors and images on this page and just how much they pop. Seashells, just like I said, every image that you would really want to have at hand while you were trying to create your summertime, or even a lot of people go in the fall. I like to go to the ocean in the fall because it's quieter, it's less crowded, the beaches are walkable, and in some places, you know, you can take your dogs a little bit more often after the last weekend, Labor Day weekend of the year. Beautiful pinks and aquas, a little touch of blue, yellows, oranges, and yet done so well that we're not seeing any muck colors. And the little seagull with his seashells and his fence in the corner. Okay, there's tags that we expect from Heartfelt in the shapes of some of the dies that many of us who love Heartfelt Creations have already. And of course you can make cards with these or use them for the inside of your cards if you want to just simplify your sentiments. And then some really nice sentiments on the back here that you can cut out or just use the whole entire page as the background for your layout. I love the purples and the turquoise, and it's got everything in here, the reds, the greens, orange, yellow. They did a nice job at adding a lot of color to this and yet making it very beautiful, not just a big pile of color, but separated just well enough so that we can enjoy each of the colors in the images. Another layout page, a glowing sun maybe through the clouds on a bit more of a misty type day. Here's a cute little one with all of the seashells, the anchors and life preservers, and some of the little seashore birds, along with the expected fellows that we normally see, the seagulls. Here's your page that you can use for your dies. So all of these can just be quickly popped into your die, and then you can put some 3-dimension on your card quickly, even if you don't have time to color, stamp and color and die cut yourself. You have lots of copies of these to make 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 cards. A cute little layout with the ropes on the edges and some of the images in the corners. I like the seagulls, especially up here in the top left hand corner. Another page that you can die cut, so you can use these again, pop them right up, have some dimension. The lighthouses, the birds, little touches with the grasses and the seashells. Lovely images of the sailboats. A lovely blue, I love this blue. And again, not flat, with the map running through it. I'll bring it closer so that you can start to see what I'm speaking of, so you can just gently see the ghosty map in the background. Here's some 6x6s and larger tags. A nice yellow with lighted or less lit areas, so it still appears as though the clouds are there if you wanted to do a little something with sunset colors yourself. Here are 6x6s of the larger ones. They're just beautiful. I mean, look at just how wonderful they did with that. Wonderful job they did with those clouds. Here's a nice salmon one, and again, that sea image, that navigation image that is in the background is ghosted in the beautiful salmon color. Some more 6x6s with a little more room for playing around with what images you would like to put. Just use this as a background, pop this on to a card and put your images in the center. A very gentle turquoise, and again the map throughout. Tags page with lots of sentiments that you can put, so your tag on your present can have the same things that your card does, which is just what we expect from handmade things that we get from people who take the time to do such things for us, devote time of their day. And a nice sand color, so if you need something to back up your shells, or you want to do a more monotone piece with a black and white photo in your layout or something, that would be perfect. Okay, so now stamps and dies. So here are the clouds that I was talking about, and if you look on the other side, they're actually, when you stamp them out, they're a little bit separated. And then you have the die to pop them out, so you can maneuver them whatever way you would like to. It's nice to do your own clouds, but it's also nice if you were doing like 10 or 20 cards of the same, that you could just stamp them out. There's seagulls for you, some of the actual scenes, the little boat, and there's your seashells. And Sand and Sunsets is the name of the stamps and the dies. And then they have the Sea Breeze Harbor stamp set, which gives you your fence, that lovely scene that reminded me of Maine with the rocky shore, a lovely seagull standing on his little pier, and some of the seaside birds, and again all of the dies. Here are the sizes if you would like to take a quick look and get an idea for what sizes they would be. And then a day at sea. So here's where you can get your frame, and you could just take one piece of paper and make a whole bunch of cards yourself, and then pick which images you would like to stamp. The sailboat would be great to start The lighthouse comes with it, and a little bit of the seaside grasses. So a beautiful collection if you have photographs from the summer of the beach, or you're planning on doing that, or you live near the ocean or the beach, or you just like to put together cards that are thinking of you, or sympathy cards, right, with nice, gentle, beautiful colors and images that are soothing and relaxing to the majority of us. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back as soon as I can. Busily in the school year, so not very often right now, but I'm trying, everybody. Someday when I retire, I'll be doing videos all the time from the garden and from the house and the crafting and things. At least I hope so. In the meantime, I hope you're doing well. Don't forget to like if you want to see this every month when their release comes out, plus other crafting and paper goods things. And once in a while I can get a garden video up. Hit the little notification bell if you want to be told when I do this, because it's not always exactly at the same time, sadly. And give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Just say hey. That makes me happy. Till the next time, this is Kathy from Huckleberry Herbs and Art. God bless everybody.